Hi everyone, I'm back with the journal page based on the tag number 8 challenge, which was background reveal. So I'm just sponging on some white gesso here. And I'll put a link below the video to the tag challenge, and also, if I remember, an iCard in the top right hand of this screen. And if you watch the tag challenge, you'll see how it evolved. Well, it turned out it didn't really evolve. I had a lot of dramas with it. But with this journal page, I it flowed a lot better. And I think I did the journal page before I changed the tag. So, drama. So here I'm just using the same colours that I used on the tag. Not necessary to use the same colours as what you've used on the tag, but I did. The tags are just to give you an idea of a layout for a journal page. So pretty much just doing exactly what I did with the tag for the background here, and with the background reveal, a lot of what I put down here on these first few layers will be covered up. But the effect of the background reveal is just, it's beautiful. Can be very effective depending on what images you use to be revealed within the color. I think it was here that I wanted to use my ring cluster stencil and I couldn't find it. I'd misplaced it. I did eventually find it in the wrong spot, but anyway, I'm glad I found it because it was really annoying me. So using the Cosmic Bubbles stencil by the Crafters Workshop to add some circles to this background. And just using a Dilutions diamond stencil, going over it with the same colours that I've used in the background. So if you haven't joined along with our tag challenge, all the details will be linked underneath this video in the description to the Facebook group, and past tag challenges and journal pages, photos will be there. It's been quite a while since I did anything for the group, so I'm glad I'm now settled, sort of, in my new craft room. So here I'm applying some gesso just to have an area for the title. And I just used the Dilutions journal block to create that curve. I do a couple of coats of the gesso on that just to whiten it. And doing the same to the opposite side. Huh, there we go. I found my ring cluster stencil. Now what am I doing here? Ah, yeah. I decided on this page that I would do the background reveal on one of the sides of the page. Now this was a drama too. I started out painting around the circles with some gesso. Well, that was too fiddly, wasn't it? So then I decided to add some masking fluid, and that was a bit of a mess too. And then I can't remember what I did. So we'll have a look. Because when you paint over something like that with the gesso, because this gesso that I'm using is a fluid gesso, so you need a few coats of it to make it nice and white without all the brush strokes showing. And I was just too lazy to do that. So this is where I got sick of it and decided I would paint within the circles to maintain that background. And this was very time consuming, so I don't know why I decided to do this, considering my poor effort on the tag. Now just sectioning off some of that colour beside the outside borders. Now, I wanted to use, I didn't have a large enough butterfly stencil. So what I did, I think I just Googled an image, copied it, pasted it into Word and enlarged it. So now I'm going to cut sections of the butterfly out to use as stencils and masks. And I cut this out on lightweight cardstock, only because you've got more control over it, especially when you're cutting it. If I used copy paper, it would have been too thin. Okay, and I just realised that that is mirror reversed, so I can just use that one. Now here I am going over that dried masking fluid with the white gesso. And while it's drying, I come back to the butterfly. Giving that side section another coat of the gesso. And now tracing the butterfly, and I'm just using a pen. And now tracing around that inside section of the butterfly, and then mirror reversed it on the other side. So there it is there. Now I think I outline it, yeah, with a Posca pen. So just adding all the details and tracing around the outside of it. So pretty much going over that pen mark because it was a bit rough. Colouring in around all those circles that I added to the wings with the black Posca pen. Now you don't see the effect too clearly there, but once I paint the back over the background around the butterfly, you'll see the effect that it gives. So I'm actually giving it a bit of a border of the colour around the butterfly, so just freehanding the tracing there. Now once that gesso was dry on that section, I was just sectioning off that colour. So here I am removing the masking fluid. And it's not too bad. I just have to outline those circles again. Now from memory, I don't think I'd lost the ring cluster stencil at this stage. Now the pens weren't working for some reason at that stage, so I put it aside and I put the ring cluster stencil aside, and this is where I couldn't find it, so I had to go and get my punches and punch out a few different size circles and use those to trace around, and then freehanded the smaller ones. Okay, so now I am painting around that butterfly border with the black paint, and this is where you'll start to see the effect. How cool is that? I just love it, and it's different every time. Just separating those areas with the black marker. I think that's a pit artist brush pen with the journal block. So now I'm freehanding the quote with a black Posca pen, and it's the same quote that I used on the tag. So the quote was, "Without black, no colour has any depth." And I really love the journal page, um, even though it gave me a bit of grief, but not as much as the tag. All right, so thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for the next tag challenge. Bye.